Hello and welcome to 2018. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm so excited to be here with you. I have been laying low this first week and just kind of experiencing the magic of this new year. It's been absolutely incredible so far. I've already had some amazing clients and some amazing experiences, and I'm bringing in new gifts, and well, not bringing in new gifts, but I'm unlocking and sort of connecting to these gifts that I'm capable of, and it's so magical. And actually, that's perfect segue for choosing a word for the year. If you have not chosen a word for the year, you need to get on that. Just get real quiet, take a deep breath, and just ask yourself, what word represents this year for me? What represents my growth and expansion? And maybe those are one of your words. Maybe that is what you're going to achieve. My word is awakening, and awakening is exactly what I'm doing with these gifts I was just talking about. Choosing a word, choosing that focus is so magical. It's way better than choosing these resolutions that people sort of try and do, and making these promises to ourselves and then breaking them. How many of you have already broken whatever promises you've made to yourself? I like choosing a word because then it can fluctuate and go with the flow of life. Sometimes you're not feeling it, and if you have this resolution that you're going to go to the gym 3 times a week and you just can't make it there, you automatically feel like a failure. And that's just not true. It's not the energy with which you want to enter the year. What you want to do is, if your focus is to become physically fit, then make your word or your yearly intention to live a more healthful life, to be more physically active. That opens the door to so many things. Maybe you start the year off doing CrossFit and you feel like you don't fit there. Maybe that's not it for you. We don't leave a lot of room for ourselves to shift and change, and human nature is shifting and changing. That's what we are all about. So we have to leave that open place. We have to leave that possibility for ourselves, right? Maybe you're more of a yoga person, and that's totally okay. Maybe you like to do yoga in the park instead of go to a gym. Like that's totally acceptable, right? But if you set out in the year to say, I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week, that doesn't leave you open to going to yoga in the park on Saturdays, right? And that is, it's more beneficial to you to create this desire, this goal, this intention around a place that is open for the fluctuations of life, because sometimes you're going to get sick. Sometimes you're just not going to feel it. Sometimes you're going to be energetically tired. We go through phases, right? Just like the moon cycles, which I want to talk to you about in a minute as well. I don't want to take up all your time today, though, and I could talk forever. I'm so jazzed about the energy of this year. So it's going to be an incredible year. So set yourself up right from the get-go for success by giving yourself something that you can achieve on a graduated basis and not on it has to be, okay? Especially if you are a woman, because let me tell you, structure, schedule, and like boxes, not for us. We do not live in that zone. That is not our place of awesomeness. This is not where we connect to things. That is not how we feel good. Structure, boxes, schedules, all of that is very masculine, and it is not our feminine energy at all to be within those things. So get out of them and start doing yourself a favor and start doing things that feel more flow-like, more liquid, more, more just connected and open and easy. Okay, so that is your first task this year. Drop a comment. Let me know, what is your word? What is your intention? You know, and how does hearing all of this make you feel? Like, does that make you feel better about you know, how you were kind of going about things? And then start fresh right now. Start fresh. Doesn't matter that the year started last week. Start fresh right now. You have the power to start fresh in any moment you choose. Okay. So moving forward, we probably don't even have to pull a card at this point. That was a really good message. So I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the things that I'm doing. I want to have this be an open space where I can share with you, you know, the things that I'm up to, because I am being divinely inspired and just constantly downloading all of these ideas and awesome things to offer you. And, you know, you can't know about it if I don't tell you. So the moon phase oracle is this most incredible download that I received. The moon has, you know, so many phases. Like, if you really wanted to break it down astrologically, you could go into every single day being, you know, that subtle shift of energy. What I have realized is that there is a very specific flow starting from the new moon. That is the beginning of the cycle. Most people focus on the full moon, and I wanted to change that a little bit. I don't want to offer a full moon reading. I want to offer a moon phase oracle where it's going to start at the new moon. It's going to take you through the whole phase, right? Because the new moon is where we plant the seeds. It's where we sort of you know, it's where we set our intentions and we say these are the things that we would like to focus on during this period of time. And then we move into this next phase where it's, you know, on the quarter moon. Now we're looking, okay, so I set these intentions, I planted these seeds. Have I been watering them? Have I been tending to them? Have I been, you know, doing what I can to make them happen? This is our check-in point. Right? And then at the full moon, it is time for action. It is time for manifesting. It's time for creating. It's time for seeing the fruits of those seeds starting to come up for us, depending on how big of a goal or intention you were setting at that point, which is also something that I want to sort of express to people is like, break it down, you know, make it attainable, make it achievable within that monthly period of time. And then at the last quarter, you're really kind of, you know, cleaning up loose ends and, you know, what else have I not accomplished that I need to make sure that this comes to fruition in the way that I intended it to in the first place. So that's the basic flow of the cycle of the moon. Now, when I pull energy oracle cards to go with these, this phase, now all of a sudden we've got, okay, so I understand that the energy of this week is going to be, you know, such and such, and that is going to affect my attention and my intentions for this reason, and that, you know, lines up with whichever phase you're in, because, right, so then you start to see a lot of linking factors, and you can really use that information to provide you with the proper momentum in order to, you know, take the right actions at the right times and to do the things that you really want to do, you know, and really get those goals achieved and like really get going. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I can't even talk. So the moon phase oracle is starting with our first new moon of the year, which is January 16th. If you sign up with the link that is provided in the information, you are going to receive an email which is going to outline in detail exactly what I've just talked about, but it's going to have our specific cards and a tarot card to outline the whole phase as a whole, right? So, you know, that's going to give you really starting point. Like, what do I want to focus on right now? Maybe my ultimate focus is this big thing, but using the tarot card and these oracle cards, you're going to be able to see what is going to be most beneficial for you to focus on within that big goal, and that will help you break it down into manageable pieces, which is something that I teach wholeheartedly. Break it down for yourself, which leads me into the next thing that I'm doing. Make It Manifest is coming. Again, I have run this challenge before where we go through the principles of the law of attraction, and I show you the system that I use in order to, sort of activate and work within the laws of attraction every single day. So what I found when I was beginning my law of attraction journey was that it all seemed very hokey, disconnected, unbelievable, and complicated. Things that are presented in a complicated way to me are sort of disregarded. In my case, I disregarded the law of attraction for a long time because everybody was making it, very secretive, which is funny because that's actually the title of the book that sort of brought it all to my experience in the first place was, of course, The Secret. I never did really get into that book because I don't connect with things when people aren't just like straight up and clear with me. I'm sure that book has much value to somebody who can actually connect and read with it. But I was not able to, and I know I'm not the only person who operates that way, right? Be clear, be upfront, just give me the goods and, let me start on my own. So I went on this journey of learning the law of attraction, and I really was able to figure out my system, and I share it with you in a couple of different ways. I have the law of attraction PDF, which I will link in the bottom. If you don't have it already, you're definitely going to want to get it so you can kind of review the 5 principles that I have been shown so far. I'm sure there's much more to it, but at this point, simplified, there is the 5 principles. So get this PDF, get familiarized with it, and then we are going to be using all of that information and all of that knowledge to challenge ourselves to really make something manifest. Manifest means to make real. So that's all it is. It's just making your desired reality what you want it to be. You have the power to create your reality, your experience, and your existence exactly how you want it to be. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are creating your experiences. And if it feels like you are a victim of the circumstances, I definitely want you to get in on this challenge because I was there, girl. I know what you're talking about. I felt it. I was defeated. I was buried under life, and I have come out of it. I don't want it to take 5 years for you to do that like it did for me because I didn't have anybody to teach me. I had to figure it out on my own. I am offering this challenge for completely free. So definitely join the challenge. That link will be in the information as well. And I just want this information to be accessible to everyone because absolutely every single human being on this earth has the exact same ability to create. We have all that divine spark within us, and that divinity is what causes us to be able to be co-creators with the universe. And there you go. It's as simple as that. And all of the information is in my PDF, the Make It Manifest challenge. We're going to be having conversations all week long, starting on January 15th. So be sure you get in there before then. And this is going to be available after the fact. So just, keep your eyes open. If you're watching this on the replay, like months from now, definitely, check out the links anyways, because I'm going to be making it available as a constant thing. So starting this new year, though, we are kicking off on January 15th. We are going to be making our realities what we desire. And I'm going to be showing you the step-by-step process that I use every day in order to do that. So there's going to be great conversation within my group, Divine Alchemy, and I absolutely welcome you to join that as well. I will, again, put the links so that you can get all of these amazing things. Everything is available to you the challenge is free. The Moon Phase Oracle is really, really reasonable price. And there will be prizes. So definitely join us. We're going to have some incredible prizes and stuff. So that is exciting. I'm going to pull a card. Hopefully, as though it wouldn't be, this card is going to be completely aligned with the conversation we have been having. And I apologize, this video is a little longer than I normally do, but I feel like it flows pretty good, and I'm excited to share all of these amazing things with you, and I just couldn't hold myself back. So here we go. Okay, let's pull our card for the week. What is the energy of January 7th to January 13th? Interesting. Interesting. This card, okay, so I'm gonna actually pull both of these cards because they, no, minute. Sorry, my son does not understand that I'm on a live video. So both of these cards came out at the same time, and they're, I don't want to show them to you. They're a little aggressive. So we have hostilities and we have indecision. I feel like that is actually in alignment with the energy that some of you may be feeling, especially if we look back at the beginning of the conversation when we're looking at the difference between resolutions and creating an intention for the year. You know, there's a lot of energy going on right now. We had the new year start. We had the full supermoon, which was, you know, it was really, really powerful. I don't know if you guys felt it the way that I did, but there was so much frenetic energy going around there. And then we have the, you know, at the end of the month, we have a blue moon coming. So that is, you know, there's a lot of solar stuff. There's a lot of astrological stuff going on, creating this like kind of crazy energy. And I think maybe these cards are indicating that there is, there's like this unsettledness to people in our lives who are maybe not understanding what's going on, and kind of reacting poorly in that way. So there could very well be some hostilities. You know, people are, the very first thing that happens when you feel guilty about something is you lash out at people. So that happens a lot at the beginning of the year because, you know, people are setting resolutions or they're making promises to themselves. They may not even tell anybody about it. And if that's not going well, then they're going to get a little cranky about it, right? So that's kind of what I'm picking up off of this card. I don't think it's quite as aggressive as it looks like. And then indecision, you know, what do I do now? This isn't working. What do I do? You know, things aren't how I wanted them to be. What do I do? Indecision, right? The most important message that is with this card, and I've seen this card come up several times for people in my yearly readings, in this, you know, in this time right now. So I'm not surprised that I'm seeing this card come up. If you are feeling like you need to be making a choice and you don't know what that is, just know that neither of them are wrong. You know, whatever choice you make is right for you in this moment, as long as you connect in with your inner guidance and you choose what is right for you in this moment. That is never, ever wrong. That is always the right answer. And what you will find is that even though the paths might go this way, it doesn't mean they won't come back and meet each other later, right? So what I want you to see is that there's no wrong answer right now. You don't have to get all upset about it, because whatever you choose is the right choice for you. It just is. Even if you choose something that's going to cause you some discomfort because it's teaching you a lesson, that is still the right and true choice for you in that moment. And it was, you know, divinely guided, and it's meant to happen so that you can learn and move and grow. I definitely want to offer you to reach out to me if this is what you're going through. If you're feeling these cards, like 100% feeling like this, please message me, please email me. Let's talk. I can help you. I can help you through this. Okay. Definitely sign up for the PDF and the challenge. This is going to help you shift out of that space. Okay. Nobody needs to be feeling those two cards at once. No. So if that's you, reach out. Please reach out. I will definitely see you soon, and have an amazing week.